Hello and welcome to Tuesday Night Legacy streaming. We've got round one here, or rather, I am one of your hosts. I'm Eugene, host of Tuesday Night Legacy, and with me is Andrew.
Hello.
One of the local players. We're gonna there's a lot of guys that are actually interested in doing the commentary on these videos, so you'll be seeing different people throughout, I don't know, the next 3 weeks, 3 months.
Yeah, a couple months it looks like we have set up.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll be enjoying that. As you can see on the screen here, we have Steven on the left playing an unknown deck at the moment. Might be Cheerios, we're not entirely certain. And then we have John playing 4-color Loam. And you can see we have up on the screen Ren and the Realm Breaker. This is one of those new cards from March of the Machines. You wanna talk about it a little bit?
Oh, I'm actually really excited about this card. Ren and 6 was one of my favorite Planeswalkers when it came out. But they tend to seem to kill off some of my favorite Planeswalkers. Before that, it was Dak Faden, but you know.
Oh, that's bad luck. Yeah.
But yeah, no, Ren and the Realm Breaker, really cool card. Fixes your color for all of your lands.
We know what Steven's on here. Go ahead, keep talking.
Oh, okay. But then the permanent recursion is really interesting. And like you're dumping stuff. So another interesting thing he said he has in his deck is Thalia and the Gitrog, which is actually works really well with Ren and Realmbreaker's -2 ability of milling yourself, and then you get your permanents back from the milled cards to your hand. But it also fuels the graveyard to build up for other things that he could be playing as well. We don't entirely know what the rest of his list looks like yet. The ultimate, we're most likely not going to be building up to that, but if it does pay off, it's really, really strong. Like being able to cast your permanents from your yard and play lands from your yard, or you're just being able to basically Muldrotha, right?
Yeah. It looks like we've already got a turn 1 Chalice coming out of John here. So Steven is off on his 1-drops, which I think is actually going to hurt. Taking a look at Steven's hand, we see that he is on Mono White Painter.
Ooh.
So he's had this built for a while. I do like this build of the deck. I'm not entirely certain if I have it here, but it's got a lot of fun stuff in it. I don't know if Mono White Painter is the strongest painter servant anymore. Or
I think most of them are either splashing red or just mono red, just because you get the welders and stuff, and the engines that we've gotten from there is just so strong. Specifically, like I've seen one of our players here, he runs the Phyrexian Dragon engine, because if you weld that into play, you get to draw cards off of it away. Instead of having to unearth it or anything.
That's sick. Oh, we've got Ren in play already here.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so it's comes in as 4, so he -2, mill 3 cards, put a permanent. Yeah, so you were talking about the Muldrotha effect. Mm-hmm. Just getting to pull something back. Grabs an Urza's Saga.
Very nice.
With
very
a Wasteland
strong.
In play. I mean, although it's not like, presenting lethal this turn.
Yeah,
I feel
it definitely builds up to it because it makes a creature a land every turn once he starts plussing it, which he's obviously going to start doing that now.
Yeah, with Vigilance and Hexproof and Haste.
Like he's going to be able to next turn play the Urza's Saga, target one of his lands, and it gives it Vigilance, so he can attack with it and then play, and then be able to build off of that more with other abilities and stuff. Yeah. Like in addition to also going off of the Urza's Saga and following turns.
Yeah, this is nuts. I mean, he's going to run away with the game here. And Steven's not doing anything. It looks like he has he's definitely got the Grindstone hand. Oh, he can't play it?
Can't play it
because
Chalice.
He's got the Saga, but he doesn't want to play it because of Wastelands.
So main deck, what responses does he have for Chalice?
And the mono white version, I mean, maybe he run. No, that he would never run Prismatic Ending.
No. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you can't run Prismatic Ending because you're just mono white.
Yeah. Oh, he turned it into a 3/3.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So we're gonna crash in here. Yeah, Juan Carlos. Hopefully, Steven can pull something out here. Definitely on that combo deck. Steven, kind of well known at our store for playing any combo deck he can get his hands on. I mean, last week he was featured in the channel just 2 days ago with his mono red Luca.
Oh deck. Yeah. That one was really interesting to see.
Yeah,
I remember he pulled it off on me one game, and I was like, oh, that's what you're doing.
That's how that goes. Okay, so you crash in, and then you green sun for 3.
Oh, okay.
Seems
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. What can he get here? Oh, is the Thalia a 3-drop?
No, it's a 4-drop.
It's a
I
4-drop? Okay.
Thalia and the Gitrog.
Yeah. I couldn't remember.
Oh, just deny the reliquary.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Still a great card.
just deny the reliquary. Yeah,
reliquary.
especially when you're milling your yard to fuel your Knight of the Reliquary now.
Yeah, we'll bring that up on screen here. So Knight of the Reliquary, just a great Magic card. It's been played in pretty much every format it's been legal in. Getting that +X for lands in the yard.
Oh, it looks like an Ancient Tomb into Painter.
I mean, he's tapped out, so that kind of makes sense. But at the same time, if he can't follow it up,
I know. A big thing why I think people are leaning more towards red is because you have a lot of main deck hate against blue decks because you run your REBs, you run your Pyroblasts, and then you can also just put your Painter Servant on blue, just to hit anything that they cast.
right?
So you're not just worrying about those mono blue, those like blue matchups.
Yeah, it's I think he's in a tough spot here. I know that there's a couple of cards that can go and get enchant or artifacts. I think maybe that's why he's running them.
I wonder if he could be playing Lorraine.
Lorna the Third Path?
Lorna.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Well, he's got that Swords of Plowshares too. That's not going to help him.
Oh yeah.
Wow, Steven is super just.
Yeah, I did not expect a turn 1 Chalice in the main deck. Definitely.
Chalice.
That's definitely brutal.
Just absolutely crushing him.
So that means he's definitely not playing any kind of crop rotation. He's playing a main deck Chalice, right?
Right, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to turn yourself off of the 1-drops.
Yeah.
So this land, does it stay a creature or does it revert?
No, I believe it's until end of turn. Yeah.
Until
Your
the
next turn.
turn.
Wow.
So it's just a
It has
blocker
hexproof
and
vigilance. Wow.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's pretty good. So the one important part of it, unlike other effects that make them like animate your lands, this doesn't untap your land. So you have to have it untapped.
Right. So you can animate it, but I mean, if it's tapped, it's tapped.
Yeah. Ooh, we got an Ensnaring Bridge, slowing the game down.
Good old Ensnaring Bridge.
He's gonna have to just start pitching his 1-drops to protect himself, though.
Ensnaring Bridge. Oops.
It does stop the Knight of the Reliquary, though. Right now, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, he's at 5. The Knight of the Reliquary is at 5. So he's gonna have to figure out what to do here.
Well, I mean, he could take one more hit, right?
Yeah, he definitely can.
So let me actually bring up this card instead of just messing up here. Ensnaring Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Wow, it's only $19. This card used to be huge money.
Yep.
So basically, creatures can't attack on either side if their power is greater than the number of cards in your hand.
Yeah, so equal to is fine.
Yep.
So that knight will be able to swing in as long as he doesn't pump it for some reason.
So it's not a 5/5. I think he's got 5 lands in the yard. I'm already seeing Wasteland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Caracas. Looks like a scrub land.
Oh, so that means his mill was all lands.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huge mill.
Yeah.
So 7/7. Well, at least the 3/3s can still get in.
Yeah. For now, because he can at least start casting into the Chalice just to empty his hand if he really wanted to.
So I mean, I think you pitched the sword.
Easy. Definitely. Yeah, I just cast the sword, targeting anything you can. Doesn't matter. It's gonna get countered, but you just need to lower your hand at this point.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
This is a construct.
Oh, okay.
Off of the Urza Saga.
Okay.
He grabbed a did he always have that Mox Diamond? Or did he grab one?
He had that Mox Diamond.
So I guess he's failing to find here with the Urza Saga.
Really? Okay.
Unless that's a fresh Urza Saga, I'm a little confused. Because he had counters. Okay,
there we go.
I was gonna say you don't get to just keep your Urza Saga. Sorry. Unless you
So he just made a guy and failed to find? Interesting.
As far as I can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these...
No Shadow Spear, no Pithing Needle.
All these 0-drop artifacts. had already been on the field. So,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, sacking, fetching 4. He's good on any color mana. That's a good thing though, because Renin 6 fixes that. So
Can you do something crazy? Can you go get Boseiju and get it back to your hand with Realmbreaker or something?
No, it was only things that you milled that way you return.
Well, I mean, if he gets 7,
Oh yeah. No, you only play
lands.
it. Yeah. Play lands and cast permanents.
but you can't channel it.
No, you cannot.
What is this land that he's got?
Horizon Canopy, possibly.
He put a counter on it though.
Oh.
I don't recognize this land. I mean, obviously. Oh yeah, it gains haste. I was like, how are you attacking with it? Paying 1 there, John. 2. Okay.
Oh, Blast Zone.
Oh, it could be Blast Zone.
Could be Blast Zone because Blast Zone enters with a counter.
You know, that's probably right, because that's probably one of his only ways to get rid of Ensnaring Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, besides, like, if he played a Boseiju. Oh, and we got a Loam in the yard.
Yeah. So he just loamed out of his hand with
Okay.
the 3/3 and the Mox Diamond.
Very nice.
Pulling back the Wasteland. Not the most useful, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be able to...
I guess what's really great is if you can try to hedge your bets and keep dredging Loam to try to like pull out things just to get your knight low enough for one turn just to swing in a little bit.
For sure. I can see that. Man, Steven is drawing just so poorly. I feel bad for the guy.
Oh, we do have a Urza Saga on his side now.
Well, he drew another Urza Saga. He's been holding on to Urza Saga forever. But now that John's got the Loam online, it's just...
Okay.
He's got all these cards he can't play.
Mm-hmm. And Steven's down to how many cards in hand?
I think he's got 4. Yeah, he's got 4.
3?
4.
Oh, 4. Okay. The pink's throwing me off.
Although if I were him at this, well, I guess, you see the Blast Zone on the other side of the field. It's like, why even hold on to, or like, if he just starts throwing away spells, that Ensnaring Bridge isn't going to save him for much longer.
Yeah. At least he's like building up blockers. Because if anything, he can just chump block now. Because how big is
It's a 1/3.
It's a 1/3.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh no, he can't kill one of the lands then, since they're 3/3s.
$90. This card is too expensive.
Yeah, it's been going up and down a lot.
I mean, arguably, the red variant of Painter is one of the best decks in the format.
Yeah.
Right. It just is so completely unstoppable. We have a player here who like 3-0s, 301s, 4-0s every week with his Painter deck. Just because the deck is so efficient at what it does now. It doesn't need the bad Recruiter anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't need Imperial Recruiter.
No, so it just runs those 2 sets of goblins, and it's got Urza Saga that goes and finds the Grindstone.
Yep.
So, like that's Steven's only out here. Unfortunately, well, this is interesting because John's already going to attacks here. He's attacking with the 2 3/3s.
Okay.
Steven bins a Painter to save some life, go down to 6. But maybe John hasn't played a land this turn because, like, I don't know why you would slow roll not destroying
Sylvan Library.
the wastelanding the Urza Saga, because that is an actual way out for Steven here.
He can definitely just start protecting himself with those constructs. His will get bigger because all he needs to do is be able to defend at this point, and eventually I still don't know what he's gonna draw to stop that Chalice, but he can get there.
Well, no, he doesn't even need to stop the Chalice, because if this Urza Saga goes off, he just goes and gets Grindstone, puts into play.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I mean, maybe John. Let's bring up Blast Zone really quick, because is it specific mana cost CMC?
It's not Pernicious Deed. It's not X or less.
Oh yeah, it's reprinted.
Yep.
So it's got to hit with exactly. So maybe that's John's out. He holds up the mana, even if Steven goes for the Grindstone. Does he have?
But he needs to have the mana in at the time, right?
Yeah, and does he have priority?
So
Steven puts it into play. He doesn't have priority before he can go and activate it.
yeah. So Steven just activates it and goes. So he has to respond by either killing the painter or destroying the Urza Saga before it, you sacrifice it or search with it. I mean,
yeah. So let's see what John does with this turn here, because this is basically it. This is make or break. So he's got 1, 2, 3 mana available. So he's going to plus on Ren. Probably just make another 3/3. Go to 7. They're using all of my dice.
that's funny. We'll have to get you more bigger dice.
Yeah, we got to get more big dice.
We'll get you we'll have to get some D8s, you know.
I thought 6 was going to be enough. All right, so he goes for the 3/3. I guess Steven has a construct, so he can trade construct for construct at least.
And that's all he needs to do at this point. He just needs to survive this turn.
Yeah. If he gets past this turn, he doesn't play the Wasteland. I am
yeah, I don't know about that.
Because I know John has a Wasteland in his hand. Maybe he's going to get a second land play somehow. He's going for 4 mana, so maybe this is a Minsk and Boo.
Even then? Oh, he can oh no.
Oh, it's a Mawlock.
Oh, that does save him.
Yeah.
That gets rid of the painter.
It gets rid of the painter. This does a lot, actually. Not only does it get rid of the painter, but it frees up the attack.
Uh-huh.
Right? So either way, he can hit the painter or he can hit... Wait, no, he only hits for 2. Mawlock is a 2 cast.
2/2, and then X.
And then X. Oh, so it comes into the 4/4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You basically are putting in mana to make it equal to however big you want it.
Yeah.
It's basically an X spell.
So Steven's reading this card. Not surprising, Mawlock isn't super famous, I don't think yet, super well known. But it's going around in the Maverick circles.
It's definitely well known here.
Yes. Our local Maverick legend, Ben, has made this card well known in our meta. Blowing up people's dreams left and right. So, I mean... Okay, how Steven saves himself here is...
Oh, so he is just fighting that.
He needs to sword...
he can't sword.
Yeah, he can cast it.
Oh, yeah.
So he swords, right? Oh, he's got 5 cards in hand.
Yeah. It doesn't matter then.
That is too many cards.
Well, he's still not... He's swinging for lethal, but he can just block. Let's see. If he has...
He's scooping.
He's scooping. Yeah.
So he's showing all the cards.
Yeah. He needed like another ancient tomb or some kind of another soul land, basically, and he would have been able to pull it off. I think because he would have been able to play painter, tutor up the grindstone, and then be able to activate it.
So what? He had 4 mana in play, right, including the Urza Saga. So he didn't even need. He just needed to draw another painter. Because he had another Urza Saga in his hand.
Yeah, because you can...
You float the mana.
Yeah. Okay.
So...
Maybe called it a little too soon there.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have drawn the next card just to see if it was a painter or not.
Well, no, didn't he show the painter in hand?
No,
that
was the painter he picked up.
Okay. I thought when he was revealing his cards, that was the one in hand.
So, yeah, I mean, but... he's doing the survey for us now.
Oh,
that's okay, Steven. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we have Steven's painter list. So we're going to take a look here at our decks. It would have to be under Legacy. I mean, it's not...
Combo?
It should be a combo deck, but it wasn't in there. So we'll just quick look under our other stuff here. No. You know, there is a possibility. Before I started using Moxfield, I was just building each list of cards by hand, and so it might have been then, because all of these, unless it's down white painter white, no, I'm not seeing it. Let's just pull up a random painter list then.
Yeah, we can just see a generic one.
MTG top 8. What do you think the sideboard for these is going to be? We see
Steven's definitely going to have some kind of 2-drop removal for Chalice.
Well, he's looking at his Tormod's Crypt. He just looked through his whole sideboard and then put it back. So I guess he's comfortable with whatever the Chalice removal is going to be.
Okay. We just didn't see it.
I just didn't see it. Let's see this 6% of painter lists.
Okay.
Blue. Oswald Painter. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
So Oswald Fiddlebender. That's the card.
Oh, yeah.
Where is
Oh,
he?
this is an interesting list.
So yeah, you get to search your library for an artifact, put it into play.
Mm-hmm. So that's another way for him to get out underneath the Chalice, definitely.
Yeah. I wonder if this is actually the deck that Steven's playing, because this deck is insane.
Yeah. Let's see.
8.5 tails, Giver of Runes, Lion Sash. This feels like it's a blend between like Death and Taxes and just somebody's fever dream of a.
It's got a
painter list.
Your Stoneforges into Cauldra.
Here, we'll bring up Oswald real quick. Where is he? Here you go. Oswald Fiddlebender. For those not aware, sacrifice an artifact. Search for any artifact. Mana value equal to +1. So does that mean?
So he has to sacrifice a zero drop to be able to get his
to get a grindstone, because you can't get less than.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like. Yeah, equal to +1 plus the sacrifice. Put it on the battlefield.
Did I not bring my water in? That makes me sad. It's okay.
We'll
We'll wait until the next round.
Yeah, so he can definitely. So what's great is he can tutor for both his combo pieces with Oswald.
Right. Yeah.
Because he can sacrifice an Aether Vial to get out the.
To get the painter, which is always the harder card to find.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I feel like a lot of painter lists actually don't run the full set of Grindstone because you're finding it so easily off of your Urza side.
Yeah, I see a lot of them running like 2.
Yeah. Like, if anything, multiple Grindstones is actually pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that was the big thing that held it back, was you had to play 4, and you only needed 1, so if you drew another one, it was just a dead draw.
Right.
Where most of them nowadays, you get to tutor for them so easily.
Yeah. So being able to find the card instead of having to draw it naturally just helps the deck so much.
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably why red is the best version, not to beat a dead horse or whatever new saying you want to use, but that goblin that puts an artifact in your yard, you can just go and find your painter.
Oh yeah,
and put it into the yard.
The Goblin Engineer.
Yeah, that card is pretty cool.
It's very strong. So I think welder decks were just always such a fun meta format game, because back then you were getting your worm coil engines.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, you just landed a worm coil engine, and then if you had 2 welders out and someone was like, okay, well, I'll swords it, you're like, well, I'll sack it, get 2 other guys.
Now that's how Legacy's supposed to be played.
Yeah.
All right, well, looking at Steven's hand here, he actually does have the Fiddlebender in hand.
Okay.
Oh, but he went for the... No, he kept it. So he's got a couple Crystal Veins. He's got Fiddlebender there. That looked like an Either Sworn Canonist, maybe?
Yeah. No, that was in the other list that we saw, too.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And he's got a Saga and a Mox Opal. So Steven could be going off really quick here. So Fiddlebender's a 2-drop.
So you can...
How do you use the Mox Opal in this list, though?
He's got to be running a lot of other artifacts.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's running Aether Vials or not. For sure. He could be.
Looks like we are... Yeah, we are not on power right now. Can you go around the... Here, we're going to jump off stream just for a second. And we will be back.
we're back.
And we're back. So that was super fun. Sorry about that, guys. Drop out of studio mode here. Okay, so we are back. We have no idea what's going on, so give us a second to figure it out. Steven did start to come back. It looked like he got that Urza Saga off, was able to get some constructs in play. Looks like there's a Minsk and Boo on John's side.
It looks like we just had a prismatic ending to take out his grinding stone, though.
Yeah, and it looks like the Fiddlebender did something, but now it's gone. And it looks like Steven is a little bit low on gas at this point here. Because what, those are 3/3 constructs?
Yeah, those are currently 3/3s now. They were up to 5/5s at one point when I went out and watched the game while the stream was down for a second.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is John's turn here. Or it might be John's turn. If it is John's turn, he missed his he missed his Boo trigger.
Oh yeah, he forgot his upkeep trigger. He'll probably let him get it right now.
I think that was a Barbarian Ring. That deals what, 2 damage?
Oh.
Or 1 damage?
Threshold, you can deal 2 damage to any target, I believe. And if you pay red for it, it deals 1 damage to you.
Did that add it to the? Oh,
Yep,
there it is.
okay.
Oh,
target
okay.
creature or player. Okay.
Oh, he's got a good old Knight of the Reliquary.
Okay.
That's so interesting. He didn't do anything with his Minsk and Boo.
Yeah. Huh.
So, I don't know if that's just a miss, heat of the moment kind of thing.
Okay, well, Minsk is dead now.
We're
So
letting Minsk go.
interesting.
No blocks.
Doesn't want to trade with his knight?
How big's the Knight?
Well, it shows 3, so it'd be a 5/5. So kills the Minsk and Boo, kills one of the constructs.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. But he would also have a Boo token to block with if he had his upkeep trigger.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was dealt with.
2 white mana. Oh, an Ensnaring Bridge. Okay.
Okay, yep, that's
Busting out this chestnut.
Yep, here we go.
So this is actually a much better place for Steven to be than last game since he's only got 1 card in hand now.
Yep.
So we're beeping again.
Yeah, it is. Is it already? Yeah, it's already showing it.
Yeah, it's already dying again. All right, guys. We are going to be dying shortly. We don't know what's wrong with our power source. So, really apologize for that. We'll be back as soon as we can. I'm going to pitch it back over to the studio mode. And it's probably going to drop off, but we'll see you soon. We really don't know what's going on, but our computer's not dead yet, so we're going to stay until the computer dies.
We're not yet dead.
Not dead yet.
Just like Jonah.
Just like Steven.
Okay, we got a Wasteland on one of his crystal veins, tutoring up off of the Knight of the Reliquary.
How do you think he lost his Ensnaring Bridge?
I can't see the yard right now. My guess would be another prismatic ending, possibly. He does have the 3 different color sources. He technically has 4 because that's a Mox Diamond right there, too.
Yeah, but he didn't lose. The Ensnaring Bridge is in the yard.
Okay.
A second Ensnaring Bridge.
I mean, yeah, that'll do it, right?
You know, with that Knight of the Reliquary, he might have just went and found a blast zone.
Oh, yeah, he
Just
could
blown it
have.
up.
Oh, that would have blown up the Knight of the Reliquary, though, too.
That's very true. So that probably didn't happen.
Life from the Loam? Okay, now we'll see if it was a Boseiju or not right here.
Oh, sure.
Okay, let's see, we got...
So that's how you pull.
Oh, yeah,
it's a
Boseiju. There we go.
He's like, I don't even care what the other 2 are.
And he's only grabbing the Boseiju to keep up the Knight of the Reliquary. That's what's funny.
Okay, so
Yep.
he's going to blow it up. And that's... I think this is lights out for Steven.
Yep.
I mean, he's got 0 cards in hand. Here, we'll bring up Boseiju just so everybody's on the same page. But this basically just blows up
Yeah.
Bose... Like that?
Aye.
No.
There we go. Hunders.
This blows up an artifact or enchantment, right?
Mm-hmm.
This thing is just
I love this card.
just better disenchant.
And a non-basic land. Because I use it to destroy Dark Depths.
Oh, man. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. No, it's really strong. I used to play lands a lot, and one thing I learned was people respond to the trigger of Dark Depths after. So you make your copy off of Thespian stage.
Right.
You legend rule.
Yeah.
And then when the trigger goes on the stack,
That's when you blow it
have to sacrifice it to get for it to actually like count as the resolution. So you
Right.
kill it before the sack resolves.
Yep. That's the best way to do that whole resolution, to leave the Dark Depths player just completely empty on the field.
Because if you respond to them targeting the Dark Depths, they still have to keep their Thespian stage. The ability just doesn't resolve.
Right. And the craziest part about that, though, is that how Dark Depths is worded is, say you go to stifle a Dark Depths after everything goes off, it goes, oh, okay, and then it does it again.
Like state pick actions checked. Okay, here you go again.
And so they still get it. Oh, what do you
Good.
got here, Steven? So
Is
this
that
it's a white card? No, it's an artifact. It costs 1. Oh, it's probably one of those utility like currency converter.
Oh yeah. Oh, it does kind of look like a currency converter. It's just a big cash register.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That looks like it.
Yeah. So this is a card I see like Saga players playing. Oh, he just crashed in.
Yep.
It's just another one of that you can grab off of an Urza Saga to get more value if you're not like playing Retrofit or Foundry or something. I haven't seen it in a while though.
Mm-hmm. So really well performance from the 4-color loam.
Yes. Rough game for Steven. Outstanding performance for John.
That game 1 Ren and the Realm Breaker was definitely really good.
Yeah.
It let him keep getting under the bridge for a while too.
Yep. If you want to check back in with us in like 5 minutes, I can show you how to run through everything. Okay. So we see them kind of pulling apart the sideboards. This is a part that I've actually added to my videos recently, where I realized most players kind of just, pull out their sideboards instinctively after a game.
Yeah.
And put them down in front of them to talk about it with their opponent. And so you see, basically, this makes sense to me. Like, the opposition agent's pretty spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, trying to catch him off of the Urza Saga or the Oswald Fiddlebender.
Definitely.
Force of Vigor totally makes sense.
Yep. Collector Oof.
Collector Oof, absolutely.
Swords.
Yeah.
He brought in his swords and took out the chalices, it looks like.
Yep. Even though the chalice is what won him the game.
Yeah. Interesting. That's probably a decent play. It gives you more reactive responses.
Yeah.
Instead of just because he has so many ways to get around chalice. As we saw, like he didn't even sideboard anything in after that game 1.
Well, it seems like he's playing a Karn deck. He has to be, because that sideboard was all one-ofs.
That makes a lot more sense for Steven.
Yeah.
He does like playing wish boards.
Yeah.
It makes it easy for not having to sideboard.
Yeah. So like a wish board is what, like 7 or 8 cards, and then the rest of it is kind of your sideboard, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
And that's why we saw like the one of Tormod's Crypt.
Yeah.
That all makes sense now.
Man, I don't even. I think I almost agree with Steven here. Like, what are you going to bring in? Sorcerer Spyglass? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not. Even, that's not going to help.
Well, see, that's what's interesting. I'm surprised we didn't see a main deck Pithing Needle.
From Steven?
Yeah. Off of the Urza Saga.
Yeah.
Because he could have like been putting that on either Reliquary, maybe naming some fetch lands, Minskamboo.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're naming Minskamboo, you're already going to be losing though, just because of the token.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, they do get a 1/1 that they can dispose of every turn.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's not as good, but still,
yeah.
Like you're just barely holding on.
And it would also be really interesting because like he's a white deck, so he has Karakas already to deal with Minskamboo, so that's not a big deal.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of round 1. We'll see you soon for round 2. They just called time, so it shouldn't be too long. Maybe 2 to 5 minutes total. So we'll see you soon. And we are back. Welcome back to Tuesday Night Legacy. This is round 2. I'm Eugene. This is Andrew. We're here to talk about this match here, Mono Red Painter versus Black and White Death and Taxes. So we were talking a little bit earlier about Painter here. Already have that Goblin Engineer, or is that the Goblin Engineer?
That's Goblin Welder.
Goblin Welder. So this one,
Unless they did an old porter of the Engineer already.
forgive me for not completely knowing the difference. This one targets 2 separate artifacts, one in the yard. Yeah.
One in play.
Okay.
Can
And then
be
swaps them.
it has to be controlled by the same player.
Now, I just said this is Black, White, Death and Taxes. That's that blue-white land that makes soldiers, right?
I believe. Oh wait, are those fetches?
Oh, they were both fetches?
Yeah, it looks like it. He's double fetching right here.
Oh,
Might look
okay,
like.
okay. All right, I was going to say, like, his William on some insane...
Yeah, scrubland and a plains, it looks like.
All right, okay. So, yeah, we've got the good old Black and White Death and Taxes here. William has been jamming this list forever, mostly for these Plague Engineers here. What other black stuff is in the main board? Not much, right?
Does he run any opposition agent?
He might run one opposition agent main board.
Yeah.
Definitely has it in the side.
Yeah, those are the main cards. They used to run the what's it? It was the Pontiff or the one with Haunt. It was used against like all the it was a 3-drop black white one. When it ETB'd, all your opponent's creatures get -1/-1 or something.
Zealous Conscription or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but
Did you see this wild play just now?
oh no.
So we pitched a Solitude for a Touch the Spirit Realm, and then we did the discard channel Solitude, Touch the
Flicker
Spirit
it.
Realm, nail them both.
Nice.
Although it looks like maybe we're spinning back the wheels a little bit because I think Maxwell's got a lightning bolt in his hand.
Oh
no, they were
he
just talking
was just
about
trying to see how it resolved. Okay. Wow, that is that's a card I've seen him. He loves Touch of the Spirit Realm. That is his go. Like ever since they printed, I've seen him running that a lot.
Well, it's actually starting to show up in lists now too.
Yes,
So-
I saw it gain a lot of traction in when the adventure deck started.
Oh
Or
sure.
the initiative.
Touch the Spirit. So I was pretty big on this card too when it first got spoiled. Touch the Spirit Realm. I was running this Blink Ephemerate Grief Solitude deck. And it's just a bad Soul Ring unless you get to channel it, then it's an Ephemerate. Oh man, this is his
Oh, that's the 4-drop
yeah,
one. Yeah.
like Lyra Dawnbringer or something. No, that's a different card. But
No, but he gets to play a card he gets to play a permanent from his yard every turn.
yeah. But it looks like Fury is going to say no thanks to that. But we got a backup Solitude here.
Very
Instant
nice.
speed. Gain some life. I don't care. Pay 4 life for the Ancient Tombs.
Yeah, he's gonna gain it back off the Solitudes anyway, right?
Wow. This can't be Black and White Death and Taxes. This is like Black and White Blink or something. I mean,
This is
like
like
the
big.
Ancient
This is like
Tombs.
big black and white.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's a black white port of the initiative deck what he used to play.
Yes.
Because he's just jamming all the same stuff. It looks like, but he's also just playing like the big angels and whatnot.
Yep. So we got the what do you want to call this guy? The why can't I remember the name of this card? The key Reflections of Kiki Jiki.
Oh yes. Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
That's it. So that Goblin came into play for a hot second, traded, and we're seeing a Skyclave Apparition for.
To get rid of the
yeah,
Fable. Oh wow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, the Fable of the Mirror Breaker is very strong card. Between getting you a guy that ramps you to filtering your hand, and then also at the very end you get a
Get a guy
creature
that copies.
like, it's literally just Kiki Jiki with an extra like 1 cost on it.
It's nuts. So Maxwell had the backup Fable in hand. And William didn't have anything to say about that one. Did the cost-benefit analysis in his head. Got rid of the Solitude. Knew that was coming. So I think we're seeing a bin here of a Lotus Petal and something else.
Yeah.
He's putting a card back. What, did he draw an extra card?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's shuffling.
Yeah, he
Yep.
drew an extra card. It happens.
Yeah, it's casual. We don't have to worry too much about it. He's fine with it.
This is a pretty wild back and forth, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, Maxwell's brought some heat, but Williams had some pretty insane plays,
Oh,
too.
played a
Ooh.
Simeon.
Okay, well, I take it back.
And you can't trade with the Skyclave or he gets a 3/3.
So you slap down Simeon Spirit Guide to preserve your life total?
Yeah, because right now we're sitting here to see who can, like, break the tension first. Is he going to get out another Solitude? Or, like, someone's going to have to do something. Is he going to get another one of his big angels out? Or are we going to see... Oh, he
Crashes
he
in
might
for
as well
two.
go in. Like, there's no downside for him attacking. Besides him getting attacked back.
Right. But now he's got reflections that he can trade with if he really wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Or that Goblin Welder.
Well, he can take a 2-hit right here easily and not worry about it.
So this is 4 mana? Oh, this is another Spirit
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Skyclave Apparition. And he says, oh, can I attack into that Welder?
He can. Definitely
Yeah,
has summoning
definitely takes
sickness. Doesn't have to worry about it.
I'm going to pull up Maxwell's list for a second here. Duplicate. Sorry about the screen, everybody. Oh, there's a painter. That's dangerous.
Okay. No, we're just one step away. And I don't think he has a grindstone in the yard right now. Even if he did, he doesn't have any artifacts in play.
Combo. I know I have this list because we just featured it. Mono red painter. So I don't think there's anything too insane in this deck that we haven't seen already.
Let's see. That's a pitched Pyroblast.
So I think the Pyroblast blew up one of the spirits.
Oh, it blew up. Yeah, because like he's got one of the 3/3s now.
Yeah.
Oh, he got the angel back.
We got the angel again. Taking some life for it. So now we're definitely casting some solitudes from the yard.
He's got to be careful. He's starting to hurt himself a lot with those.
So touch the spirit realm.
Uh-huh.
Getting rid of the welder. So he's gonna weld in response. So why target the welder? Why not target the painter?
Well, because he had a painter in the yard.
Oh, because he had a painter in the yard.
Yeah. So now if he pitches, somehow pitches that, because the welder's more of an engine. The painter's just there for your win con, because you're not gonna win with painter alone, but you can get so much value off of your welder if you left it there.
Right.
I think that's a solid play.
That makes sense. So 3 welders down, 4 welders in the deck total. That makes sense. Full playset.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just crashing in here for 4 damage.
Yeah, that Simeon Spirit Guide's gonna get there now.
Oh, I guess it's 7 because his biggest beater is